Hey guys, Graham here and welcome to the Tattoo Apprenticeship video series. I've put together 22 videos where I think I'm going to cover pretty much everything you possibly need to know about apprenticeships before you go and get one. If you want to start from the beginning, you can click here. If not, and you just want to know what this video is about, then carry on watching, and at the end I'll put a full list of all the videos, and if there's any other topics that catch your attention, you can just click on the link at the end and it will take you to the next video you want to see. So this video is about, is tattooing the right job for you? Now, a lot of people kind of see tattooing as a kind of like idealistic job where they can kind of just chill out, do what they want, have fun, lay down some tattoos. It's a really cool thing to do, you know, people will be like, oh, this guy's cool, he's a tattooist. But, you know, this is a very, very big misconception. Tattooing is a lot of hard work and you have to really work for your money. It's a trade, and, you know, tradesmen, they do work hard and you have to work every time you want money. It's not like something where, you know, you're selling t-shirts online, you can just like, you know, sell some t-shirts, get a bit of money for it and then just post them out. It's not easy, it's hard work. Now I've been tattooing for about 7 years now, and so after 7 years I know what really gets on your tits about tattooing. Now most people seem to think, you know, tattooing is probably quite an easy thing to do. It's just like drawing and, you know, sit there for an hour and draw on someone and then you get 60 quid for it or 80 quid or however much you want to charge. But that is not what it's like at all. That hours tattooing, the background work you have to do in order to do that tattoo, there's a lot of stuff. Like, you have to obviously draw the design, and you know, you're gonna have to make it a good design, so you're gonna have to spend a lot of time drawing it, unless you're amazing at drawing and you can just magically draw brilliant designs really quickly. Then you're going to spend a bit of time designing it, and obviously then the client's got to like it. If they don't like it, you've got to redraw it. So, you know, for an hour's session you could potentially be spending about 2 hours on a drawing. That's like the max end really, you know, it shouldn't take that long, but just as an example. So that's split that, say you're charging 60 quid an hour, right, just to make the maths easy, because I'm not that great at maths, but say 60 quid an hour. Say you've just, you know, you spent an hour drawing the tattoo design, right, that halves that 60 quid an hour straight away, so that's 30 quid an hour. And then you've got to take into account the fact that that person might be late, they might be early, and it might conflict with your other bookings, so you have to leave space between bookings. So say, you know, that halves it again, because, like, you know, you've got more space each side, so say you're on then £15 an hour, and then you've got the time it takes to break down, set up, and you know, clean the tubes. You don't want to be tattooing first thing when you get in the morning. You want to, you know, set up and have a little sort of like, you know, get everything ready for the day, so, you know, that takes it down a bit further. So say you were on £10 an hour now, and then, you know, you've got the fact that it is a stressful job. It's not easy, like laying down a tattoo on something, you know, and you can get pain in the arse clients. People can not show up, you get quite a few cancellations, you know, unless you're taking deposits, then that screws you over pretty badly. And, you know, so you're kind of getting down to sort of like average sort of wage now, so it's not a job that pays incredibly well, and a lot of people really think that, you know, tattooists are rich and they have loads of money. I mean, you can earn a lot out of it if you arrange your bookings really well and you draw in your spare time, but then that's just taking up, you know, your evenings, your weekends, when you're going to be wanting to do other stuff, because a lot of tattooists do design in the evenings on the day before their bookings. And then you've got the problem where, you know, you show people their design that you've designed the night before, they don't like it, and you haven't really got time to draw it again, so you have to get up early just to draw it. And it is stressful, trust me. So, you know, you've got to bear these things in mind when you're thinking about whether to get into it or not, and seriously consider whether it is the right job for you. Even if, you know, you've been thinking since you were like 12 years old, I want to be a tattooist, just carefully consider the pros and cons, because a lot of people I find haven't actually thought about it that well. And I've had apprentices in the past who, you know, they've been like super into it. They've been like, yeah, I'm going to come in every day, I'm going to be on it, I'm going to literally just clean up all your crap, I'm that dedicated, I don't care, I'll do anything it takes. After they've been around the shop for a while and they kind of realise what tattooing's really about, they've just given up. So, you know, before you even go to the effort of getting a portfolio together, going and finding somewhere, spend all that time getting an apprenticeship, just consider if it definitely is for you. I mean, you know, you're working with like hazardous sort of materials really. I mean, it's blood, you know, and it's not nice to work with every day, and, you know, you've got to do a lot of cleaning. It is a lot about cleaning, you know, you're scrubbing shelves, you're cleaning the floor, you're mopping every day, and, you know, if you have an apprentice they'll do this, but for a while you're not going to have an apprentice because you're not going to want to train anyone for the first like at least 4 or 5 years when you start tattooing. So, you know, you're going to be doing this for yourself for a while, and you know, so yeah, you've got to like autoclave, you've got to ultrasonic scrub up the tubes, and that takes up quite a bit of your day as well, so that's cutting your wages down even further. But, you know, tattooing, it's a lot better than a lot of jobs, And you know, I'm kind of slagging it off a lot, but you know, like I say, it is a lot better than a lot of things. So it's not a bad job, it's just not quite as good as people generally tend to make it out to be. And then there comes the thing that I haven't mentioned yet, where you're working. If you own your own shop and you've got the capital to set up a business, you know, it can cost like up to like $5,000 to set up a small tattoo studio. So, you know, if you're not doing that and you're just going to go and work at another shop, which is what, you know, most people obviously do, then you've got to work with whoever's in the shop. And tattooists, generally arrogant assholes in my experience, to be honest. And you've got to put up with their stupid, retarded ways of doing things. And, you know, if you're using the same tubes as them, because they'll be the shop's tubes usually, then, you know, they clean them wrong, it'll piss you off. Yeah, seriously, it's a very ego-driven business. People get real butthurt when you slag them off, or like say you're doing something wrong. You know, everyone has their own set ways of doing things, so you're going to probably clash with your other tattooists. I mean, you know, it doesn't happen in every shop, but you know, if you're working with people that you've kind of been forced together with, then you're going to clash. I mean, I've clashed with a lot of people that I've worked with for reasons like that, just because I like to do things my way. And you know, if people are doing things wrong that I consider to not be quite as clean, then I'm on them straight away, and it's made me fall out with some people that I've worked with in the past. But yeah, so the shop you work in, you know, they're going to charge you as well for the use of the shop. You're not going to get it for free. You know, they're going to want money for the use of the space, because they've got to pay for the shop rent, they've got to pay for all the supplies, they've got to pay for the equipment, and you know, needles, inks, anything reusable, disposable. The only thing the tattooist actually pays for is their machines, clip cord, foot switch, power supply, and that's about it. I mean, if there's any little extra things you want to get, then you know, the shop might not be willing to buy that. But you know, they buy your gloves, the kitchen roll, Vaseline, anything else you need. So they're going to want money for this, and they're going to want to make a profit on it. And usually the deal is you split your profits, or whatever you make, 50-50 with the shop. So you take 60 quid an hour, like I say, they're going to take half of that straight away. So what I was saying earlier about you not actually earning that much, you've got to take half of that away instantly. So, you know, you're actually on not a very good wage unless you're tattooing a crap load constantly. And like I say, you literally cram people in and you're designing in the evenings and you haven't really got any spare time for yourself. Now, I actually earn money in other ways as well as tattooing, so it doesn't really affect me so much. I can kind of concentrate on doing tattoos that I enjoy and spending my time on them. It's not really about the money for me. I know that's a cliche and everyone says it, but it actually isn't, because I actually earn money other ways other than tattooing. Obviously, I've got YouTube and I sell Flash as well, but I used to have a clothing line, so I made a lot of money out of that as well, so I didn't really need to worry about it so much. But if you are going to make tattooing your sole job, just bear in mind it is a shitload of work to earn the money that you need to survive on. But if tattooing is definitely for you and you don't mind putting in all the hard work and the long hours and the not getting paid through the whole apprenticeship and all that crap, you know, being basically someone's bitch for 2 years while you're training, and you definitely want to do it, this video series is for you. So yeah, there's 20 more videos after this one detailing everything you're going to need to know. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. If this video helps you out, don't forget to drop me a like, because it really does help me out massively. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. What else? Comment. I always reply to all my comments. Anything you need help with, just let me know and I will be happy to assist. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all soon.